Happy Sunday, guys. The Super Bee is complete. Came out pretty much like I envisioned it. There were some issues, but it's a reissue of an old kit, old tooling, so it's to be expected. Everything pretty much went as planned. I am, like I said, very pleased the way it came out. Only issues I had on this kit were, according to the instructions, you're supposed to cut about 1/16 of the windshield off that's over here on the side vent, and I did it according to their pattern, and when I put the interior compartment in it, it was still pushed down too much. So it was already glued in, and I broke out the Dremel and I just ground away at it. I had to test it, so I wasn't even attempting to glue it in. I was test fitting it, and I had to grind away at the bottom of the windshield on the sides here, on both sides, and it came out fine. Another issue I had was the hood. Since I went with the dual overhead cam engine, the carburetors, which you get two of, were made to fit going sideways, and also these air cleaners were made to go on a carburetor sitting sideways. So I had to cut the bottom peg off of the carburetor, and I had to cut off the peg at the bottom of the air cleaner. Now I went to go put the hood on. The hood was sitting on, kind of kicked up like this. So what I had to do is carefully take off the air cleaner, even though I had a second one. And with the Dremel, actually with the knife, first I cut the bottom of the air cleaner off, and then I took the Dremel and cleaned it off and bore in there a little bit. Cleaned off the top of the carburetor with the Dremel, and then on this part right here where my thumb is on the hood, I had to grind away with it at the Dremel to reduce the thickness of the hood, and it sits on pretty good. I mean, nothing great, it flops around there, but if you go to a classic car shop, you'll see a lot of those old cars, parts don't exactly fit where all your lines are even and everything. Altogether, I'm very pleased with it. It came out the way I envisioned. I am very, very happy. And so here it is. Here's the front. That engine, it's a pretty engine. Oh, another thing is, when you use this dual overhead cam engine on it, it is pretty darn big. So it fills up the entire engine compartment. So this battery does not fit in exactly the way they want it to. A big deal. And that's about it. I am very, very pleased with it. I would recommend the kit, but if you're somebody who hasn't really built an old AMT MPC kit, you really need to test fit your parts. It's the best I can say. Not completely done. I have another decal to put on. I don't know if I should. I want to put this Dirty Donny decal on the back of it, but I think it's just a little bit too damn big. I'll give it to my son for him to use. So there we go. She looks pretty. Very happy. You guys take it easy. And one more thing. Has anybody ever built engine stands? I have these two engines that I'd like to put on stands. Here's the 426 Hemi that came with the Revell 67-68 Dart GTS. This is the 426 that goes in the Pro stock, and from the Lindbergh 1963 or 64 Dodge 330, this is the Slant 6. I've saved some trees to make some stands, and if anybody has made stands before or even knows where I could get a couple of stands, please let me know. Inbox me on my Google Plus account. You folks have a great one. Bye.